I think closed captions will be very helpful for people. All right, so if anything funny comes out of this, it's totally not my fault, but you know. Okay, so um I thought it'd be fun to give two options today. We obviously are going to play the original version of this game. But we have the option to also play what is called the reloaded version of the game. So I sort of want to do both, but I guess we can start with one and then, you know, work our way through to the other. We only have 2 months left. So the problem with only having 2 months left before Xenoblade 3. Oh my gosh, it's spelled Xeno. Correct. Xeno. Xenoblade. It reads Xenoblade. Xenosaga. Okay, well, at least it sort of gets him right. But the point is that we only have 2 more months until Xenoblade 3, so everybody wanted to continue on with Xeno Saturdays, so Xeno. See, this is how I know that the captions are gonna have problems. All right, let's try this again. Round 2. Best RPG series ever. So this, I believe, is in Kenya. The lake is in this area. The font is Arial Black, so if anybody is wondering. Yes, Arial.
Dr. Masuda!
A-R-I-A-L.
Did you find something?
Yeah, we followed the corridor from the lakeside. It matches the location described in the research paper.
Good. Show us where it is.
It's different from the others.
I knew it!
See, what interests me is when he says it is different from the others. What does he mean by it is different from the others? I know. Well, you know, I'm supposed to comment only on what is on the screen, so.
This must be...
Bop, 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 bop. I always found it interesting that the Zohar that he places in, it's gonna say so hard every time instead of so hard. The Zohar that he is placing in actually is silver color, which I find interesting. You know. Religion intensifies. I like how he's on the ground. He's like, "Oh, look out! Run away!" But he's like still on the ground and he's still not going anywhere. And so the most annoying thing in the Xenoblade Xenosaga Xenogears universe appears.
That light.
Brain makes me sleepy, for the record. 4,000 years later. I always liked pausing right here and reading the text that it scrolls upward.
Roger. Opening interconnection. Connecting with dummy protocol.
A-line protocol.
Dummy protocol. That must be Alan.
Opening cage partition. 60 seconds to release. Beginning countdown. 57, 56, 55, 54,
53, 52, 51. Oh, Alan. Poor Alan. I'm going to fix the little window capture thingy.
All monitors clear.
3, 2, 1. Partition open. Proceeding with Cosmos body formation.
Should be good now, I think. No?
Body formation complete. Commencing Penfield mapping.
Proceeding with Encephalon construction.
Mapping percentage at 76, 77, 78.
Encephalon construction complete.
There's noise appearing in the temporal lobe.
What's the problem?
It's on the left side of the temporal lobe. I'm showing slight stimulation
On the
of
left
synapses
side?
in section 818. It's within permissible bounds, though.
Oh, Alan, you know a way to Shion's heart.
Let's keep going. Just stick to the menu. I'll try for a direct approach. Back me up.
Roger. Launching
Back her up.
Raja connection system.
This is not very accurate, the subtitling. I mean the closed caption.
Password accepted.
Commencing Nataraja boot up sequence.
Nice. Why is my green screen freaking out? Okay.
Alan, there seems to be a problem with the visual field connection.
Ah, I see a small break in the MT field, route K12. It looks like the bi-directional link in the V4 field is lagged too. Hold on a minute. I'll fix it now. How is it now, Chief?
Much better, thank you,
Okay.
Alan.
Looks good. Let's keep going.
Roger. Proceeding with Cosmos host separation.
Cosmos. Oh no, even the closed captions say Cosmos. Cosmos. Oh no, that's
Morning,
wrong.
Cosmos. How do you feel?
Good morning, Xian. All systems are normal.
Well, how about introducing yourself?
I am an anti-gnosis humanoid fighting system, serial number 0000000001. Development name KPX, abbreviated name Cosmos. As I am currently configured for simulated battle, my output is limited to 22% of its normal capacity. My estimated weapon specifications are...
All right, that's good enough. Thanks.
You are welcome.
All I have for you today are the usual startup tests. Sorry to wake you up just for that. You'll have to go back to sleep once everything's checked out.
Aw, such a good girl.
I see.
Do you feel sad or anything?
A predetermined set of emotions has been hard-coded into my emotion module to better facilitate interactions with humans. In order to better facilitate a relationship with you, Chief Engineer Shion Uzuki of the Cosmos Project, Vector Industries' first R&D division, I will emit an expression such as sadness only when that response is deemed necessary.
Who deems it necessary,
However,
though?
The
Do
emotion
you?
module of my program has
Does somebody
determined
else?
that this is not necessary at this time.
I guess you're right. I, of all people, should know that.
Your understanding is appreciated.
But you know, Cosmos, I've got mixed feelings about all this. Of course, I'm happy that you're awake, but the fact that you'll go back to sleep makes me a bit sad.
Makes me sad too.
On the other hand, the next time you wake up, it may be a time of much bloodshed. So deep down inside, I hope that day never comes. Understand?
The algorithms I have been programmed with do not support the comprehension of illogical human thought.
Well, I hope you'll be able to understand someday.
I will do my best.
All right, Cosmos, shall we get started? Alan, let's pick up from process 277 where we last left off.
Roger. Placing target drones in the encephalon. The drones are set to random movement and enemy ambush. How about a test run before the mission, Chief?
Sure, let's do that. Did you get that, Cosmos?
Affirmative.
Yeah, we don't need a tutorial, it's alright. But, I mean, tutorial. See, this is how I can understand that I'm not pronouncing things right when this spells things wrong. Okay, anyway. We really don't need the tutorial, but I'm going to anyway. Switch to real combat. Yes. Great use of empty space.
Your orders, Xian?
Orders are to test the volume because I can never tell how loud my volume is on Twitch, so I've got to be careful and check it. At least just to make sure the first time. Okay, we're good. Don't need to read any of this. But for those at home, please read the tutorial if you've never played this game before. Do, 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 do. Punch our blade, I think is what I'm gonna do.
Charging our blade.
I said pants. I said punch. Goodness me. Thanks, captions.
My external appearance is down 5%. Xian, I need to be clean.
At least with the closed captions, funny stuff will ensue because it doesn't understand me all the time. So imagine that it's just gonna say all these things that I don't really say, but it's okay because it'll be funny.
Chief, the data transfer is going smoothly. The A-line protocol is looking good.
It sure is. The response levels are really good.
If we can maintain these levels, we'll have some great results soon.
Yeah.
Chief?
Hey, Alan. Let's skip all 300 level processes and start from 400.
Huh? 400? Chief, but that's...
I feel pretty confident this time.
But, Chief... Remember what happened last time?
No, that's why she's
Had we
doing it
waited
this
10
time.
more
I don't know.
seconds to intervene, we wouldn't have been able to get you back at all. Can't we at least test it out in objective mode?
You know we can't get precise data that way.
Yeah,
I'll
Alan.
be fine. If something happens, I'll get myself out. Besides, you want to test it out as well, don't you? We spent all night building the native A-line protocol.
Well, yeah, but...
That settles it. Let's get started.
You know, procrastination
Alright,
is what
But if
prevented
anything
me to
happens, I'm
be
gonna
a
shut
good
it down from
programmer.
here.
Because what
So
happens
don't press
is,
your
like,
luck.
they were like,
All
we
right,
spent
all
all
right.
last night making
And
the
don't
A-line
deviate from the
protocol.
program.
And I would not
Okay,
immediately
now.
want to test it. I would be so tired
Jeez,
after
this is
having
so typical of her.
made the program.
Will she ever stop to think about
But
the hell
good
I went through
programmers
for her?
are excited to try what they
No, sir.
programmed.
The way you worry about Chief Uzuki all the time. I'm surprised you haven't keeled over already.
Hey,
He's headed
That's
that way.
enough.
Don't worry.
is the 400 level program ready to go?
We're ready to go anytime.
Then start up the program. I want detailed reports from every monitoring station. Any abnormalities, and I'm shutting down immediately.
He's shutting down, not shutting down the programs. He's like mentally shutting down, which is what Alan is really good at. Oh, right. We're only supposed to comment about what is on the screen. That's going to be really hard for me, having played this so many times. But it's okay. Okay, well... I know exactly what I'm doing and where I'm going, so... No, we know this. We're gonna go ahead and fight him because I want the experience anyway.
Your orders, Xion?
Kick butt, Cosmos. Spell Ray. Our blade.
Our blade. My external appearance is down 5%. Xion, I need to be clean.
Okay, well that was an easy first fight. But most of these fights should be easy anyway. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna shock this guy.
Okay, here we go.
Lightning blast. I should have used that lightning on the robot, huh?
Charging. Our blade. All systems clear.
I wanted to do a 100% playthrough run, however, we just don't have time since Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is out in like 2 months. So I think this is just going to be a straight up story playthrough. And then when we get a chance, we'll do 100%, or we'll try to do 100%.
Charging. Our cannon. The enemies have been exterminated.
This game is so enjoyable when you just take it at your own pace. I feel like it is.
Your orders, Xion?
Let's see.
Shion, I need to be clean.
I need more dancing Ricky in my life, so Ricky is underneath the gonna be on the screen instead of the word test. Medkits are not rare in this game, so we really don't care about using them.
All battle systems are go. All systems clear.
We're gonna head out here. There's something magical about the PlayStation 2 era. Oh, right. Let's mess with our battle formation / positions already. Oh no, that's correct. Hold on. Mess with our tech attacks. Lightning Blast and Spell Ray is all we have. Our Blade, our Cannon. I guess so. Dramatic.
Get out of my way, or else.
Eggs units. I don't need my eggs units. Oh look, it says eggs! This is the best thing to happen in a closed caption. Eggs, 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 eggs. Eggs. See, no matter how I say it, it's always gonna be eggs. I don't want to use the eggs.
Charging. Our blade.
Instead of saying R, maybe I should say arm blade.
Status check.
I don't see anything unusual. All systems are stable. It's looking good. This ought to make up for last month.
I sure hope so.
Cosmos has reached the checkpoint. Entering process 431.
Replacing targets with Type G drones. Commencing display.
Okay, let's continue on. No, monster in the box. I should have expected it. It's alright though. I believe it is Spell Ray that kills them. If not, we're gonna try to kill them with Spell Ray.
Charging our blades.
Open ether circuit. Open ether circuit.
We're gonna do one more heal. Oh, for those who don't know that, by the way, if you hit L1, it changes and explains near. It's a near hit line. Like, it explains all of that when you click. See? I know a lot of people don't do that, but
Open ether circuit.
The enemies have been exterminated.
yay, mission key. I mean, we really don't care, but at the same time we sort of do. No, I don't want to fight him. You can look at the radar and you can check the triangle, and if the triangle's facing away, then that's a good indicator. Oh, whatever, we just fight it. But that's a good indicator of which direction the enemy is facing.
Let's go.
One more round of hits. I can survive one more set of hits. Next turn is a set of heals. So since the one on the right attacked, we're gonna take the one on the left. Which should put me up on turn as next. And then I'll heal Cosmos. That way she won't get hurt. Well, she'll get hurt, but won't die. Super easy.
The enemies have been exterminated.
At least I thought it was easy. I don't know. I don't think there is a battle, but
Here we go.
yeah, there is a battle. I'm glad I healed.
What's going on?
A brand new network is being created within the Cosmos mainframe. We've never had a reaction like this before. This is incredible.
We've never had a reaction like this before. Cosmos YouTube reaction. Cosmos, not Christmas. Oh, good, it corrected itself.
Alan, I'm going to engage the target. Make sure you capture all the data.
What? You cannot engage right now. You're tapped into Cosmos perception. It's too unstable.
Don't worry. We can pull it off.
What do you mean, don't worry? Chief?
Disabling auto safety.
Okay,
Destroy all
so
targets.
quick hit. We are going to do a hit here. We're gonna alternate damage. So what that means is that Cosmos is going to buff herself while Shion attacks on the opposite turn. So there's always somebody attacking. Then Cosmos will mode A7 herself, Shion will boost. Shion will give him a good old punch. We will both attack this turn. We're gonna steal the crit turn because we don't want him to take the critical hits on that turn. And super simple, see?
Clear.
Dun, dun, dun. I said dun dun dun, not set the den. What? None of that is what I said at all. It's okay. Those captions, you bring me joy. You make me funnier than I am.
Shift target to real mode. We'll test the Hilbert effect.
What? Chief, you're supposed to follow the program.
Cosmos,
Get with
activate
the
Hilbert.
program, Chief.
Roger. Activating Hilbert effect.
I knew this would happen. Status.
Cosmos has gone NFT status.
Wrong in the encephalon. The whole thing could collapse at any moment.
What? What about the chief?
The first of her kind. The energy consumption is unreal.
Hold on, just a little longer.
Chief!
Nerve impulse is in the limbic system. We've got kindling.
That's enough! Shut it down! Pull her out of there now!
Roger. Entering shutdown command. It's been rejected. The chief's overriding us. We can't control it from here.
What? 10 seconds to encephalon collapse. Sir! Damn it!
It's still such a cool moment. This moment right here.
Chief!
And then Alan breaks the mood. It's okay though, Alan. I understand.
Chief? Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. Did I push my luck a little too far this time?
Oh, tee hee hee. Of course
Alan?
you pushed your luck.
You can't keep doing this, Chief. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Sorry about that, but I bet the data's really good. Besides...
Huh? Was there something else?
Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. Well, we better get started on that data. Today's our deadline, so I'm sure they'll be asking for it soon.
Attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out in approximately 3 minutes. All hands, please return to your designated areas immediately. Once again, attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out.
The timing on those subtitles is really bad. In the game, not the closed captions. Even though the closed captions and I have a love-hate relationship right now. You know, they say there's no sound in space, but they recently had that sound of a black hole. But with the black hole, they basically converted those waves into audio frequencies so that we could hear an equivalency of what the sound would sound like. Because, yeah, technically there is no space. I mean, not space. There is no sound in space.
Next UMN column in 7 hours, 36 minutes. All gate jumps from other sectors will remain offline.
Fun fact, black holes do sound as creepy as they look.
So, we're almost home.
Yes, sir. Our final gate jump is at the next column. We're almost there.
We made it this far, we'll be fine. The odds of contact between columns is statistically low. Besides, this asteroid field we're in is perfect for hiding the fleet from them.
Huh. So Pollyanna thinks those asteroids are going to protect us.
You leave Pollyanna alone.
A bit testy today, aren't we, Commander? Huh? Is something wrong?
No. Of course not.
Ever since we picked up that object 10 days ago, everyone's been a bit jumpy. And we still have a ways to go before we hit comm space. I can empathize with the commander.
Johnny Young Bosch, the former Black Ranger, now
debrief us on the
really good
situation?
voice actor.
Our original orders from the Galaxy Federation were to investigate the vanished planet and assist the researchers.
You know, Power Rangers.
But ever since we picked up that object, it feels like everything's changed. What exactly is that thing anyway?
No one knows. It's the bane of our existence.
I haven't heard a thing from the research team.
In the Xeno universe.
But, as I mentioned before, apparently they're after the object too.
We do know, I mean, but currently I'm only supposed to, like, you know, I'm focused on what's on the screen, not what's gonna happen.
Even if it were true, that's none of our business. The research team has their own orders to deal with. The only explicit instructions we've received state that should any salvageable objects exist in the area, their retrieval takes top priority.
Rule of the Salvagers, let's go.
What is that?
What's rule number 1, Pollyanna?
What it means is, over our very lives.
Now, no need to scare them. Those orders merely reflect the importance of this operation to the Galaxy Federation government, that's all. Just stay sharp and be careful.
That makes sense, sir. The entire fleet was renovated for this mission. Besides, if there's an emergency, we've got the trump card to fall back on.
Yes. Speaking of which, what's the latest on that situation?
They're scheduled to turn in the A7 reports today.
A7, eh? Only one step away from fully operational. It's about time, I suppose. Lieutenant, please ask Chief Uzuki to come to the bridge once her data's ready. Ask her to bring all the previous data as well.
Yes, sir.
We blame him for getting Chief Uzuki in trouble. Poor Shion.
Was he referring to that battle android?
That's right.
Shion.
You didn't know?
Wow, so it's true.
And Uzuki.
Hey, I heard that project's really behind schedule.
Wow, that's...
You can't blame them. There were casualties during their last boot-up test 2 years ago. They're being more careful this time.
It's hard to believe they're making an android in this day and age. The only place I've ever seen them is in old space novels.
Well, trump card or not, it's still an experiment. And it ain't like one android's gonna make that much of a difference. The project's just a chance for those vector guys to show off. Someone's outdated hobby, that's all.
I heard that even their commercial models differ greatly between those that have seen action and those that haven't.
They say ignorance is bliss. Looks like they were right.
He's always messing with Pollyanna, and
I'm
she's
just
always
envious,
surprised.
That's all.
Like, she's talking smack with the other guys. And she's like, oh, you heard us? I was just talking to him 5 seconds ago.
Sure. I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Like clockwork.
They certainly didn't waste any time.
See? I'm usually right about these things.
Chief Uzuki, here's the data you requested. Will that be all?
Thanks.
Maybe they also talk very strange because they also have closed captions that subtitle them, and it's not entered in manually. So he's like, Chief Uzuki, Uzuki, Uzuki. What? I said what?
Chief?
Uzuki.
Do you have a second?
Anyway.
Yes?
Buzuki.
The military
Boo,
is
boo.
expecting actual field data for Cosmos. Is it right for us to keep giving them simulated data like this?
Well, I must admit, you got me there. But honestly, if it were up to me, I'd keep her here, safe in her dream world forever.
But why are you so afraid to put her to real work when you push her so hard in the simulations?
Oh, goodness.
I can't wait to see Cosmos up and completely functional. Couldn't you at least try taking her up to Phase 3? That should be no problem for her by now.
Phase 3 in a simulated battle config? Come on. We're not about to wake our little princess for that. Here's a summary of Cosmos' main equipment from the 2nd Division. This should help you with the guys upstairs.
Thanks. I'm sure it will.
It's these old floppy disks. Well, they're not floppy disks. They were called HD disks, right? They were like a floppy, but it was a CD-ROM inside of it. Japan had a lot of CDs on them too. They're like mini discs or something. I forgot the exact term, but... I think I'm supposed to talk to one of them. We're gonna go back for the little thingy. What do you mean just gotta leave the room? Also, hello. Sorry, Gnosis. Not today. Not ever. We'll fight this guy.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Oh, right. I'm not with anybody else. I guess we can eggs unit. Eggs. Oh yeah, I know. I'm good. I play this every year. I play this all the time. I actually own the world's second largest collection of Xeno merch and first largest collection of Xenosaga figures. Passing Mr. Xeno Collector, he told me himself. But my subscribers voted this month for 2 games to play while we're waiting for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and they chose to keep with our Xenosaga, or our Xeno Saturdays in general. And then playing Neo the World Ends With You, and Ni no Kuni Crossworlds. I'm going back for the stuff in the simulator though. Because there's that box that's there. Okay, we're gonna grab the box. And then we're gonna save, and then we're gonna head on through. Oh, did I? Oh no, I meant, yes, no, you didn't hear wrong. I said the wrong thing. So I meant, so in my head there's a way to get emails, like there's these advertisement emails, and when you get the emails you have to go in certain spots to get them, and one's like tennis, one's Ace Combat. And so in my head, so I'm not doing a 100% run, but if I was, I would be picking up all the like in-game advertisement emails, and I'm trying to remember if those emails happen now or if they happen at like a later point, because there's like a certain order that
All
they
right,
go.
see you later.
Okay, good luck.
Also, I should put chat box over
Well, back to work.
the closed caption. Yeah, they're super weird to be in there. Let me move the closed caption over. Okay, we're good. Sorry. I'm trying this new thing because somebody left in my box to add closed captions, and so I added them today for the first time on stream. They aren't the most accurate, but you know, I guess it is true. It's better than not having them. Vectorcom Rios. I remember this. The plugin. Bunny is so adorable. They sure did, but guess what? I had the Rios 680RR model even before they made their official announcement. With my connection gear, I can get all sorts of information by establishing and maintaining an on-demand network with the UMN. Yeah, the UMN has two very important roles in this world, governed by the Galaxy Federation government. One role is the traffic infrastructure via leaps in space. As a result, even interstellar travel is made easy. I see. And the other role? The UMN is an information source that uses a large decentralized network system. We employ agent-like AI called procurators, like yourself, to navigate us around the giant network called the Unus Mundus Network, or the UMN. That's right. Well, allow me to perform my duties as procurator. I'll give you a little more information about emails. New emails received will be displayed above the old ones, which means the newest emails will always be displayed at the top of the list. I have to be careful because sorting the order is different from the items list. Yeah, and note that some emails request a reply. Most of those emails must be answered within a fixed amount of time, so it's best to reply as soon as possible. Okay, I will make it a point to reply ASAP. One more thing, you can skip to the important parts by pressing square. Make sure to give it a try. By the way, you should have received tutorial emails from the first R&D division about equipping eggs and characters. Yeah, I agree. I'm doing my best to approach this as like not spoiling people watching, but it's funny because this is like my most requested playthrough and like no one's here today. Which you're here, I'm glad you're here, I'm super glad. But I mean, nobody who's regularly here who voted to have those is here. So. But I adore Xenosaga specifically. I finished Gears for the first, Xenogears for the first time, this year. And it was only because so many people were so pushy about Xenogears that I just put it off and off and off, and that was the only Xeno game I hadn't played, and I finally beat it this year. And I get where they're coming from now, but I just like to appreciate each set of Xeno games as they are. I wish I would have beaten Xenogears sooner, but that's, Got it. Lastly, about the connection gear functions, use the encephalon test. Are you talking about the vaporizer plugin? Its functions allow the destruction of specific objects on the map. It actually can be used to clear the next simulation test. Yeah, I bet it'll get a perfect score on the test if it's just a matter of time before someone gives you one of those vaporized plugins. Oh, by the way, don't you need to go see the captain? You're right. I better go to the bridge to see the captain. Bunny. Bunna Raboot. I wonder if I can still do the Mr. Driller game really well. Mr. Driller was pretty fun.
She's really got you trained, hasn't she, sir?
What? Train? What do you mean? Hey, what are you smiling at? Hurry up and get back to work.
I'm on it.
See how he always changes the subject?
What was that, Togashi?
Nothing at all, sir. You're just hearing things.
I swear. Huh? What's up? Still not convinced?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just...
I know how you feel, but you saw what happened just now. Even the chief is cautious sometimes. Besides... Oh, that's right. You just transferred in a month ago, right? I guess you couldn't have known.
You mean the accident from 2 years ago? I've heard about it, but I don't know any details.
Oh, right.
The bunny phone!
Oh man, not again. Oh well.
Perfect. Now the two of you can be alone. Why don't you ask her out while you're at it? We can handle the rest by ourselves.
This is your big chance.
I told you guys, it's not like that. Crying out loud. Anyway, I better get this.
Look at him holding his hip with frustration.
Tiger.
Jeez, they just don't know when to quit. It's not like I don't want to. I just can't.
Alan, you're their boss. You could write them up for inappropriate workplace talk. Instead, he just lets them push him over. Oh yeah, the cameras and everything. I mean, I did it. I've done it before on the first try.
You're slacking off. And you. And you.
X-Face.
Bunch of slackers. Listen up.
X-Face, please stop.
Cause of that accident. You're not getting any time to confess your sins, though. Why not? Because I'm not giving it to you. If you got time to be sorry, you've got time to get your ass in gear. If you got time to think, you've got time to get your fingers moving. Don't even start thinking you got a brain to think with. You're gonna become machines.
And then the text changes awkwardly to Arial Black. Without a drop shadow. Without an outline.
Boy, I guess not every department's run like ours.
Yeah, some are abusive. Just in different ways. Her hand's all weird. It's like.
You're still here, huh?
Always makes me laugh. Old PS2
Killing
era.
yourself over work won't get you very far.
What was this? 2002?
Oh. How are you? I had to get this data done before morning, so Well, what are you doing here so late, Kevin? You'd better get some sleep. We've got an early morning ahead.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Is he a magician? I don't even remember where the coffee came from because I didn't remember he had it in his hand. Always pulling stuff out of it. Well, never mind.
To tell you the truth, I haven't been able to sleep lately. Something's been on my mind.
Hmm.
On your mind?
Did she seriously put the cup of coffee on the chair instead of on the table?
I'm looking forward to seeing her come to life, but had no idea what to say to her when she wakes up. It's been bothering me. I'm just being weird, huh?
Why don't you just say, "Good morning, Cosmos"?
Good morning?
Well, that's what you say to someone when they wake up, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks. I think I can finally get some sleep now.
Glad to help, sir.
You should get some rest too.
All right.
Well, good night.
It's taking all my effort to just not say anything.
Good night.
Or scream in horror. Ah! Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's so eager to see her.
Oh, you know what my favorite thing about the series in general is after Saga, they kept the filters. They kept like the black and white filters and like the sepia tone filters in all the future Xeno games, which is something I really appreciated. Oh, have you played Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected? If you played Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, you know Xenosaga. Yeah, yeah. That adorable little bundle of Nopon. Such a cool effect.
Look out! Watch it, you slacker! Only authorized personnel are allowed up here. I've had 3 people vanish on
I have the need to appreciate Nopon. All Nopon. Except for Tatsu. I don't like Tatsu.
I'm so sorry.
X-Face, mind your manners.
Who's the idiot that let civilians on this ship? What the hell are you staring at? Oh. Damn slacker!
I don't think anything really important is worth talking to any of them about, if I recall. I think just Mr. Driller, I think, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure. Didn't they just tell her to pay attention and she's like walking wherever?
Alan?
What do you mean, Alan? Don't act so surprised. Didn't you forget something important? You know, It's dangerous wandering around in a daze like that.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Xenoblade X Snowpond,
Sorry.
yes.
I was just thinking about something.
That's definitely on the game list of games we were gonna stream, but everybody wanted me to go in order from Gears all the way to current. After Xenosaga would be, we would either do
Yeah.
Xenoblade X or Xenoblade
I'm
Chronicles.
just not myself today.
But we'll probably hit Xenoblade Chronicles 3 before we get a chance to do that. Since Xenosaga is 3 games. Nephilim. I mean, unknown girl.
Alan, thanks for stepping in back there.
No. I should have spoken to the new guy earlier, so you don't need to thank me. But it would really help if you would try to understand their feelings more. I know everyone's still a little uneasy about Cosmos, but they've been pouring their hearts and souls into this project. They all want to see with their own eyes the end results of what they've been working so hard to complete. I feel the same way myself, you know?
I know that. It's just that
Chief, the incident, right?
Huh? Oh, I see. You're... Sorry, that's not quite it. Forget about it. It's nothing. Let's just hurry up and get Cosmos completed, okay? Oh. Who could that be?
More Realian maintenance? They really should stop calling you all the time. Technically, it's a violation of regulations for you to deal with other divisions. Besides, aren't they expecting you on the bridge?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to brush them off. Besides, it's on the way, and I've got some time. See ya.
And she immediately runs because she has so much time she can't walk. She has to run.
I forgot to ask her out after work.
Yes, forgot. So, oh, okay, same. So, fun fact, there is a set of drama CDs, and in those drama CDs, you learn that Shion's original, field of study was Realians. And so, in this game, they have you do this Realian maintenance, which is funny, because she doesn't mind because that's originally what she wanted to study, which is interesting. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Do you have any preference on... No, I don't need to press that. I already know what happens. On them, or you just in general you like them? I think the third one is huge, and I really wish that the series had been finished. I think a lot of people give heavy criticism to Xenosaga, but Xenogears is not flawless either. I think each Xeno game has its own sort of issues. And having played them all at this point, I've played them all now, so it's pretty safe for me to say that I think that people tend to be a little harsh, and I think they tend to forget, they don't remember it as well, you know. Yeah, two is you've got to invest time. I love two I just blast through. The battle system is fantastic. That's where Topple and Launch come from, except they call it ground and air in that game. And that's where Xenoblade, the series, gets Topple and Launch from, is Xenosaga 2. So, without Xenosaga 2, regardless of how people feel about it, you wouldn't have Topple and Launch. Yeah, usually everybody's first is their favorite. It's sort of like Final Fantasy in a way. Usually your first is what you remember the best. I guess that could be said true for me as well. Maybe. I don't know. How are you doing? Thank you for the MWS. Data and the Cephalon. We already know all of this. Apple diet. Miyuki, what are you eating? I forgot she was all on an apple diet. What I wanted to do too is I wanted to play Reloaded as well, because Reloaded is technically in English, just the text is in Japanese. It's really easy for me to just be like, I'll read the text and then you guys can watch the cutscenes. But I guess I really should get through the original. But I always loved the manual on Reloaded because it's so beautiful, like the way that they redid it. It's like this like tint. Look at this. This rainbowy tint. I've always liked that about this manual. It's always really, you know. Anyway. So we've got the data, and I think if I remember right, the reality maintenance is this way. Miang cameo.
Hello, you rang?
My apologies, Miss Uzuki. It seems we're constantly in need of your help.
No problem, Lieutenant. I want everyone to be healthy and happy too, after all. So, what's the problem today?
Well, I'm trying to teach them some new battle algorithms to better reflect the unit's reorg. But the integration is not going very smoothly.
You're right. He's rejecting the data. Let's see.
Xenosaga Reloaded is like how Final Fantasies have international editions. So essentially it is the English version with Japanese subtitles and a Japanese system, but there's editions. So you can play as Kirschwasser or like Prototype Cosmos. And so it's pretty much like how Japan gets the international versions. And so it comes with 2 discs. It comes with the disc, which is the premium disc. It basically has like a cutscene watcher. You can watch all the cutscenes, and then obviously the re-released game is like this golden colored disc. Sorry, my green screen messes up when reflections because of the camera. But basically, it's like an updated version of Episode I. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's fair because there is some changes in the cutscenes and stuff too. But I wanted to do that as well. I thought it would be fun, and then I was gonna do Xenosaga Freaks and play Xenopiton and stuff. I wanted to sort of go through the whole entire series, but I don't know how far I can get in 2 months before Xenoblade 3. So I'm not aiming too high. Also, I was gonna do 100% playthroughs, but there's not enough time. So story playthrough it will have to be, and I'll just have to cut it up for YouTube and throw it on. So RPG Maniac, since you don't know me too well, I should probably take a moment to introduce myself while we get a chance. So as I mentioned before, my name is Watte. I'm a big Xeno fan. I've been with it since the series launched. Always huge fan. Of course, I obviously like the subsequent Xeno games as well. So I subtitle, well, at least currently, I'm subtitling all the Xenoblade 3 clips off of their Twitter. So, sorry about that. Goodness. So if you want to see translated clips and stuff of Xenoblade, they're on my YouTube. And so I guess I would say I'm not really well known because I hadn't tried. I've had my YouTube and my Twitch channel for like 10 years, but it just never took off. And recently a lot of views have been coming in and stuff, so I guess that's probably how people are finding me. But yeah, I've just always have been a fan of the series, and I don't think there's a series that I love more. But I mainly do RPGs and fighting games on the channel. It's mainly what I do. So we are just talking to all these Realians, getting diagnosis on them. I know for sure one is in love with Alan. Yes, that is me. Hello. This is I. I am he. I'm in several of those videos. Many of those videos.
Well, I've made some adjustments, but please contact 3rd Division once we return. I recommend they receive more intensive counseling soon.
I'll be sure to do so. You know, I'm really impressed. Providing Realian psych support on top of developing Cosmos? I hear even specialized counselors have a hard time...
Oh, I'm just making the most of what my mentor taught me. I'm glad I could be of help. Besides, I always wanted to work in the 3rd Division. Actually, I'm thinking about requesting a transfer once my current work's finished.
But Vector's first R&D division has the best researchers in the organization. Everyone knows not just anyone can get in there. Are you sure that you want to transfer?
Oh, yes. Besides, my family's always asking, how did
Her family.
you get assigned to the 1st Division?
Family.
There must have been a mistake in the paperwork. Who knows? Maybe they'll...
No, he's not right.
Besides,
But, you know.
I want to learn so much more about them.
What's learning about them going to do for you?
Lieutenant Virgil.
Goodness, this guy. Yeah, no problem. I have fun doing it. Dude, thanks for the follow. Bunny appreciates it.
Their stench.
What?
It reeks. I can't get their rotten odor out of my system. Can't you smell it? It makes me sick to my stomach.
Huh? What are you...
That's enough.
The zoom in, the camera, the cinematography on this is so fantastic. Especially in this moment, this scene is one of the best scenes, I think.
And yet you're...
Especially for episode 1. Especially.
In a battle against them, the last thing I want to worry about is supporting a bunch of untested, weapons-grade Realians.
Excuse me, but these people are highly qualified soldiers.
These people? You're treating equipment like people?
Oh, you really shouldn't say things like that.
Wholesome Shion.
These people have the same intellect and emotions as us. And the Miltia Charter clearly spelled out the basic human rights of Realians when it was ratified in 4763.
Dropping them history lessons.
What a load of crap. Get off your soapbox. You act noble and preach about humanity, but in the end, they're just equipment as far as your company's concerned. Or maybe more like merchandise.
We don't treat them anything like equipment or merchandise.
Then why do you categorize them as weapons-grade Realians? How much more evidence do you need than that? Whatever you care to call them, they're nothing but tools of warfare. Besides, I know your little secret. You guys have an emergency override code to control them, don't you?
Virgil, why are you...
Huh? What do you want?
It is as you say, sir. We are manufactured as merchandise and raised accordingly. However, I take great pride in what I do now. And this pride was not forced upon me. It is of my own free will.
Oh, it's just so good. The levels of things that stack that you can't really talk about until you've gone through the whole series. But watching this scene alone without context as well is powerful, but even knowing more than what's going on is even more.
Is he a DME addict?
So a DME addict is someone who consumes the neurosystem of Realians. That's right, I don't gotta look up the Xenobible. But the point is like that scene is just, it gives me chills every time. I don't know. Anyway, you're very welcome. I have one more scene to translate. It's a Mio clip that I have sitting there. I think it's about 15 seconds long. The UI stuff is so blah. Yeah, absolutely seen the anime. I don't know how I feel about it because the anime does really great in what Xenosaga 1 and 2 DS does. It is more towards the ideal of what Takahashi wanted, because Takahashi was involved in Xenosaga 1 and 2, the Nintendo DS game, and the anime sort of flows along that side as well. But there's a lot of stuff that happens that I like a lot in the DS version. The one thing I don't like in the DS version is Momo's trauma. I mean, not Momo's trauma. Momo has trauma as well, but Shion's trauma responses to Momo are something I don't like. But it's very human. Like, there's moments where she reacts to her and says things to her that are pretty raw and rough. But the point is that as a person, getting over those traumas, ups the relatability factor, I guess. But for those, we aren't there yet, I know. We haven't met the character I'm talking about yet. Apologies for skipping forward a little, but...
My apologies, Ms. Uzuki. He wasn't always like that. But then, something happened.
Is he an old acquaintance?
We were classmates at the military academy, and I've been stuck with him since then. It was Milsha.
I see. So... that's why.
You knew about that, huh? Then again, anyone planning to join the 3rd Division would know.
Well, I'm from Milsha.
Huh?
Of course, no one's allowed to go there anymore. My family moved to 2nd Milsha when they transferred the capital after the war. And my brother still lives there alone.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring back painful memories.
Oh, it's all right. After all, it's something we must never forget about. For our sake and theirs as well.
The compassion in her voice, like you can so feel it, you know?
Sorry, I'll come back to check on them later. Bye.
I wish more people were like Shion. A lot of people complain about Shion, but I wish more people were like Shion. Mr. Driller, right? I don't think Mr. Driller is yet. Oh, it is Mr. Driller. Okay, right. Okay, we're gonna do our best. No comment about that guy. No comment. I'm gonna try to do this in one shot. Okay, let's see. I think it's square vertically. So square and square? It's not as controversial opinions, it's more how he treats people. But that's like a personal thing that I don't really want to get into. Switch cameras using R2, square buttons, gotcha. Okay, so let's do this. So it's cameras, right? So if we're going this way, it's always vertical first. No, it's this way first. And then it's vertical. So it's this way, which is about here. Oh no, that's too low. Dang it. It's too low. I mean, we're gonna try anyway because I don't have a choice, but it's too low. It's actually supposed to be up. So up, right about here. Right about here. Really? Here? And about here. It's slightly above the line, and then you go slightly... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The drill passport and then the med kits, right? Yeah. I don't know if you get anything for not missing. I don't think you do. I think I read it was the same. The Omega Byte store. The fact that you received this email from a Megabyte store must mean you'll be able to use the UMN database in the near future. Very perceptive. By the way, why did you select keyword and Gnosis as your databases? You have a reason, don't you? Of course. The reason why I thought of using keyword is because I can file all the keywords that come up in conversations in the database. That way I can always go back and check the detailed description later. I'm pretty familiar with most technical terms, but sometimes keywords that I don't know the definitions for appear. Oh, I see. I selected Gnosis just in case. There's a possibility that I will have to fight them in the future, right? And I agree with you. You probably won't be able to get it by without evading battles with Gnosis. On top of that, you may be able to be placed in a situation where you have to fight the same type of Gnosis more than once. Right, that's why I thought the best thing to do was gather data on them. I see if I wanted to 100% it, I would run all the way back and get the Ace Combat email. I guess I can. There's no point in not going back. I can't ignore it if I'm already aware of it, you know? I also like Faye. Disc 2 just killed me, is the thing with Xenogears for me. But it's not because it's bad. It's great. It's just that Faye became very one-track mind about Ellie. And so I maybe I don't understand that because I've never been in a relationship where I've felt that way. But I feel like that's all his focus was. And I feel like it watered him down as like a character. Because like people as individuals are both themselves plus the other person in a relationship. And so when it becomes all about the relationship and you lose yourself, I feel like that's sort of what happened. But again, that's just, you know, that could have just been that they had to finish Disc 2 ASAP, and that's what the result was. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna help with this to capture the intruder? And I wonder what I should do. The intruder seems to know how to manipulate the vector security staff. He's a clever one. If you're not careful, someone may get hurt. That's what you're going to say, wasn't it? It would be great if the injury was the worst of it. I'll give it some serious thought before making your decision. I suspect they know the situation over here and sent you an email and assumption that you would return down their request. Yeah, but you know, it makes me mad too. I can't believe that AI are being used for no good. I wish everyone respected AI like myself the way you do, Shion. There isn't a reply, right? Oh, there is. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the only reply? Okay, and then aside from that, we're gonna go back and get the Ace Combat email. I for sure wanted to pick up the hacker email. That's why I went ahead and did that, by the way. I'm gonna move this chat box down a little. Okay. Ace Combat, and I believe there is an additional email as well. If I remember correctly. Ace Combat's gonna be directly to the left. It's in the main vector room. I'm just checking here just because I don't remember where the other email is. You have to go all the way back to the research room. Which is a far distance away. I don't get why that guy's bugging me. He knows there's no other way into the room that I need to get to. Like, there's literally no other path to cross by. And he's like, what's a civilian doing in here? Because this is the only path I can cross to get there. That's why. Okay, so it's going to be to the left of the room, and then there's one above, I believe. Down here and to the left. Is it not? Or maybe I missed it already, the timing of it? I think you have to go back right after, don't you? I probably missed it already. Yeah, I've already 100%ed it before, so I'm not worried about it now. But I just was curious because I thought I remembered it. It's just my old playthrough I did was like 8 years ago on YouTube that I have, and the problem with it is that it doesn't have any commentary on it, and so that's why I just never did it again. But it's fine. I don't really need to prove I've 100%ed it anyway if I have the save files, you know? What's the point? And I'm not making a walkthrough, so I guess it doesn't in the end really matter. Could you not, guy, chase me down? Thanks, much appreciated. I'm not too worried about it if that's... Oh, right. We were doing the Realian maintenance. That's Shion's room, and then up here I know this is blocked off, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I have it 100. Well, I have it 99% because I'm in front of the last special boss, and for some reason I couldn't bring myself to beat it. And I don't know if it was because I was worried that once I beat it, there was no Xenosaga content left for me to do. So like I just never did it, and so I'm afraid to do it because it's just like I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it because then that means there's nothing left for me ever again to do at all. And so for me, I think that's I don't know how I could, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I couldn't cope with that, I think. So I just never did it. And the save just sits there at the end, right there at the end. One day, though. I'll finish it the day they'd say that we get a remaster. How about that? I'll agree to that. That way there's always something for me to look forward to if they ever decide to do it. Or even a remake. I would settle for a rewrite of the story with the same characters. I would settle for that. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, so there were several super bosses in the end. There is 3 super bosses, and there's like an ultra boss. It's like it's post game. Yeah, for sure it was a super boss. For sure. I know there was, yep, there's the other email. Received the labor of my love, MWS is quite impressive. It's ready to share with it today. Oh right, the development. Oh wait, what's the third? What's hey, Can't believe this. Don't you have more important things to do, Miyuki? I'm really busy with Cosmos. I wish you'd quit fooling around. No. That project is risky, but it's more stimulating that way, isn't it? Yep, this is exactly the answer that we give. So that we can get the scythe, right, I believe? Okay. Oh, Sergeant Swain. Aw, buddy. Sergeant Swain. Hello, Sergeant Swain. Is something the matter? Got something for you. I'm going to present you with the results of my research. Research? You mean... You mean a hobby of investigating all the doors on the ship? Yeah, that's it. But I'm not just investigating the doors. Well, want to know what I'm researching? Yes, please tell me. Well, you know how the nanomachine core is in the black box, just like when it was first developed? It's a secret, but I hear it's a bug. If it was used for building and construction, there's a tendency to create useless corridors with locks, and this poses no real harm, so it's been kept under wraps. Just happened to find those secret documents describing the bug and this collection of well-hidden passages from all over based on that document. And this is the secret of my personal hidden warehouse. There's still 17 or 18 I haven't opened yet. I search them from time to time when we disembark, but it's tough. Well, doesn't seem fun, almost like a treasure hunt, right? Oh, this one's mine, so don't open them. You already found a door? That's my Xian, you're sharp as a tack. Thank you very much. There is an email down here to the right, I believe. The battle system's really fast in episode 2. I can show you how fast episode 2 goes. It can go pretty fast. It's this way. There's an email. Somewhere here, I know. It could be coming back from... It could be coming back from... I know for sure there's a Oh yeah, the chase game. Really? Stalking is super quick for me. You can just you can just slide. You don't even have to take a time to, you know. Oh wait, no! Dude, I know because I didn't realize we were doing it. We're doing it again, dude, because I didn't realize that's what we were doing. Yes, I forgot about it. Okay. Okay, no, don't worry about it. Let's go. I got this. I've done this before. You hug the corners tightly. And then you run straight. You don't even have to go all the way over because straight line is faster. Where are they going? Wait, when? Where was I supposed to do? Yes. Oh, I was supposed to pick up the item. I'm so silly. Sorry, I got distracted. That's what editing is for. I don't know. I like it a lot. I like 2 a lot. I'm pretty sure there's an email back here, right? One of them back here. I always... No, yeah, I'm buying. I don't see myself ever needing to really do that, but... Oh yeah, the vaporizer. But I know that there's a place to invest, right? As well. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they had a lot to finish in episode 3, so they had to pack in everything that they could. So I don't really blame them for that because they were just trying to make sure that the story was as complete as they could make it under the circumstances. So I don't fault them for the difficulty on that.
Okay, here we go. Transmit 8!
Bup, 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 bup. I think that's really it here, right? I'm gonna head on down. I did it. I did it. So I don't know. What was really hard was grinding for the I didn't hit 99, but I got pretty far. But grinding for the ESs was really difficult because at a certain point they don't have enough There just isn't enough XP for it to go quickly. Oh no, this is the right direction because it came through here. Oh yeah, we were headed towards the bridge, weren't we? We're good. We just gotta head to the bridge, and then I think after the Wuglinde section is usually where I stop. Usually. It's just because it's such a big chunk. And it's probably the hardest chunk for me to get through, too. Is because at the beginning it takes a little while for the startup. Andrew, 10 minutes late. No, it's no wonder your research is behind schedule. He's so horrible. You know, I'm not even gonna talk to him. I'm gonna be even later. There's Pollyanna. Pollyanna. This guy ratted on me. I don't know where Pollyanna is. She's missing from her seat as usual.
I see. I understand the basic specs. So, where's the actual field data?
Well, it's not quite ready. All I can provide today is up to A7.
So you don't have it?
Well, we'll begin testing with a mock-up unit very soon. But the system is still a little unstable and...
Aren't you just making excuses? Listen, Chief Uzuki. Why do you think you're on this ship? Think about that for a moment.
Because y'all are too dumb to make an android that will save the entire universe?
This fleet may be newly outfitted, but it was assembled under major time constraints. And we have eggs units, but the 100 series observational units that go with them aren't available until later. What would happen if by some chance we were attacked by those things? I don't think I need to describe the outcome to you. The purpose of Cosmos deployment was to address this issue. Or am I mistaken?
This guy.
No, sir.
Listen, you're not in a laboratory anymore. You're on a warship. This is a battlefield. Cosmos was supposed to be our frontline defense here, and now you're telling us it hasn't even woken up yet. There's no point in having a weapon that can't even get out of bed. That thing's only meaningful to us when it's fully operational. Why can't you?
Let it go, Commander.
No, because it's on GameCube, and I don't have a GameCube. I have a Wii U.
Just like our own squadron. Besides, they're only one step away from actual field testing. In the end, we all want to see this operation completed without having to resort to that thing. Don't we?
Of course, Captain. But I believe we... who's calling me?
Is there a problem?
No. Something urgent's come up. If you'll excuse me.
I wonder what's wrong.
I don't know.
Well, never mind. That's enough for today, Chief Uzuki. Let me know if any new developments arise.
I'm sorry we failed to meet your expectations.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. What's important to us is how reliable the system is once we start using it. Rushing the project won't get us anywhere. So just calm down and take as much time as you need. The government's funding it all anyway, right? You must be tired. take the rest of the day off.
He was such a good captain to her. He got it. He understood that things take time, and it's no use rushing things.